Hey there, this is Dr. Margie Smith with the Micropractice. I'm going to demonstrate for you today how I create customized financial care plans for my patients in just a matter of seconds. And once you implement this type of a system and procedure into your practice, you are going to find it's going to save you time, it's going to save you a whole lot of headache, and essentially it's going to ultimately create lifelong patients and practice members. Now, patients come in obviously because they're getting great quality care and service from you, but what many patients express to myself especially, they tell me all the time how easy it is for them to pay for their services, how it's always very upfront, there's never any questions, they're not in the dark, they're not worried that they're going to get some mystery bill in the mail from me. Everything is absolutely upfront, transparent, and patients absolutely love it in my experience. So I'm going to show you how I create these plans. Now, I'm also going to be upfront and transparent with you. I love cash practice systems. If you are a client of mine, I'm going to highly recommend that you use these systems in your practice. Even if you're not a client, I'm also going to recommend them as a tool for your practice. Now, as a micropractice owner, many of you know that I am very big on having a low overhead, high profit, low stress type of a practice. And one way that I'm able to achieve that is by not having a staff. By not having staff people though, I need to figure out other creative ways to make up for what staff people would have been doing. And having the cash practice systems in my practice is the number one way that I handle so many things that a staff person used to do for me. So we're going to run through specifically within cash practice how I create these care plans. This isn't necessarily meant to be like a total demo of the cash practice systems, but more so again, just trying to show you how quickly I can get all this done just within the click, just a couple of clicks, typing out a couple of things, and boom, I have this beautiful care plan that is customized, professional, and again, patients really love seeing up front what they are going to owe in your practice. Now, when I pop this open, this is going to be my own cash practice account that I use for my practice, and there will be some figures and numbers associated with my adjustments, my new patient fees, etc. I just want to reiterate that these are just fees for demonstration purposes only. I am not making these recommendations that you should be using these fees in your practice. That's going to be something that you should discuss with you. We can discuss it separately together, or there's some other experts within the profession who would be probably more suitable to talk to you about how to structure your fee schedule. So when you look at these numbers, again, they're demonstration purposes only, not my own recommendations for you. Okay, so let's pop this open and let's add this to the stream, and you can take a look at how quick and easy I can do this. So within Cash Practice, I go into adding a new care plan or a template. So I've created some templates that I use for some patients from time to time, but what we're going to do first is we're going to talk about how to add a new plan. Now, the plan, I'm going to give a name. Let's say I'm going to call it the 3-month corrective care plan. You can see as I do this. And so this is a care plan, which means that it's going to have a start and an end date. And the time frame is going to be 3 months, payment and treatment. Now, one thing that I want to make sure that we reiterate is by the time you're creating this financial care plan, you have already created your treatment care plan. And so you've already created what you're going to present to that patient based on your examination, your findings, their goals. That's what your treatment recommendations is going to be. And then from these treatment recommendations over 3 months, you're going to be recommending however many total adjustments or services or whatever it's going to be. Those numbers are now what are going to get plugged into this financial care plan. Now, if you are a traditional office model that does have staff, this is a great time for the staff to create the financial care plan for you. You as the doctor, just hand them the slip of paper that says what the treatment recommendations are going to be, and then they plug these numbers into the cash practice systems. So obviously you can use this model even if you are a traditional model with staff. It's just all about being more efficient in practice by setting up systems and procedures that work for you and just cut out a ton of wasted time. So let's go back to Our plan. So now here are our plan. I'm going to toggle on and off a couple of different options. And I'm going through this pretty quickly because, again, like I said, this isn't necessarily a demo of cash practice. This is more so just showing you how I get this done in my own practice. So now let's say that Mike Ditka is getting ready to come back in for his report of findings, and I'm getting his financial care plan ready. And I think in that time frame, he's going to need about 24 adjustments and 2 re-exams. So once I put that in, I hit the Calculate Care Plan button, and then it pops out just like this. And so then I can also turn on and off some other options as far as how Mike Ditka is going to be paying for the care and what options he can use. And then once I have them all set to go, this is what I've created, and this is what this looks like. It is a beautiful professional care plan. Mike is aware, Coach Ditka is aware how much care he's going to need from me. He is aware of how I expect him to then financially pay for this great care that I'm going to be giving to him. And the other nice thing about having something like the cash practice systems for you and your practice is that all of this is created for you. Yes, can you write this down? And yes, can you get a calculator and figure out some of these numbers and figures as we kind of go down? Yeah, absolutely. You could totally do that if you wanted to. But then what I find is lacking in many people's care plans is this part right here. This is what's called the terms of agreement. And all of these details that you see as I scroll down, those are really important for you to know. And those are really important for you to talk about with your patient. Make sure that you guys are on the same page and those get signed, those agreements get signed. And then you're also getting the information as to what kind of credit card Mike Ditka is going to be holding on file so that you, again, get appropriately paid for the services that you are rendering. So you can see just how quick and just how easy you can create this awesome financial care plan. It's clean, it's simple, and it upfront shows the patient what their responsibility is going to be in your practice. And so there you have it. Less than 30 seconds, I can create a care plan, present it to the patient, and in my experience, the far majority of the time, they always say yes. This is Dr. Margie Smith, again with the Micropractice, and I will see you all next time. Thanks, bye.